what's up everybody? This is Alex Molina93 here. Today is going to be my review and thoughts of NBA Finals 2021. As you can see that we finally got the NBA playoffs at summer and not at fall this time, because last year was delayed because of what happened in this world. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, with almost the entire crowd just got vaccinated and they're watching the NBA in person. While some people are still wearing face masks, for their safety, I can understand that. But you know, it is almost coming back to normal, and that's the way I like it, because I like to watch the NBA playoffs. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, for this NBA Finals, we got the Milwaukee Bucks for the first time since decades that they haven't gone into the championships versus Phoenix Suns. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, I should not forget this list of points for both teams, of course. Okay, so let's begin. In game 1, the Milwaukee Bucks, they scored in the first period 26 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored 4 more points with 30 points in the first period. In the second period, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 23 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored 4 more points with 27 points in total for the second period. In the third period, the Milwaukee Bucks, they scored 27 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored more than 27, 35 points. Wow, the Phoenix Suns are creaming the hell out of a Milwaukee Bucks. Who would have thought that? Okay, in the last period, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 29 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they only scored 26 points. So the Milwaukee Bucks, they made a comeback for the last period, but it was too late for them because the Phoenix Suns, they won in game 1 with a total of 118 points, while the Milwaukee Bucks, they just scored 105 points. So yeah, I mean, the victory goes to the Phoenix Suns for game 1. Now let's get to game 2. The Milwaukee Bucks, they scored 29 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored 26. I mean, 3 more points for the Milwaukee Bucks. In the second period, they only scored 16 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored more points with 30. So yeah, I mean, that is huge for the Phoenix Suns for the second period. Now for the third period, the Milwaukee Bucks, they made a big comeback with 33 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they only scored 32 with just 1 point. And at the end, both Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns, they both scored 30 points. So yeah, I mean, the same points tied up in the last period. But the victory goes to the Phoenix Suns for the second time with 118 points, while the Milwaukee Bucks, they only scored 108 points. I mean, 10 more points for the Phoenix Suns. So the victory goes to the Phoenix Suns on game 2. And now let's get into game 3. This gets interesting. The Bucks scored in the first period 25 points, while the Suns, they only scored 28 points. So 3 more points for the Phoenix Suns. For the second period, the Bucks made a huge comeback on the second period with the 35 points, while the Suns, they only scored 17 points. So that is a huge step down for the Suns. So sorry, Suns fans. And for the third period, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 38 points, while the Suns, they only scored 31 points. I mean, 7 more points for the Bucks. And at the last period, the Milwaukee Bucks scored 22 points, while the Suns, they only scored 24 points. 2 more points for the Suns, so the Suns made a comeback at the last period, but too late for them because the Bucks, they got their first victory with 120 points, while the Suns, they only scored 100 points. So that is a huge comeback for the Bucks, so I applaud for them for that. Okay, now let's get into the game 4. The Milwaukee Bucks, they scored in the first period 20 points, while the Suns, they scored 23 points. 3 more points for the Phoenix Suns in the first period. In the second period, the Bucks scored 32 points, while the Suns, they only scored 29 points. So 3 more points for the Bucks. In the second period, the Milwaukee Bucks, they scored 24 points, while the Suns, they only scored 30 points. So 6 more points for the Phoenix Suns. So that's a huge step up for the Suns. Okay, at the last period, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 33 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they only scored 21 points. So the Milwaukee Bucks, they scored 12 more points this time around at the last period. So that is a big step down for the Suns and a big step up for the Bucks. And you know, the Milwaukee Bucks, they just won in game 4, their second win with 109 points, while the Suns, they only scored 103 points. As you can see that the Suns, they got 2 wins straight from game 1 and game 2, and the Bucks 2 wins straight on game 3 and game 4. So would have thought that. Okay, now let's get into the game 5. The last 2 games, they get very interesting this time around. Milwaukee Bucks, they scored 21 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored more points with 37 points. So that is a big step up for the Suns and a huge step down for the Bucks in the first period. I don't know what is happening to you, Bucks. Okay, in the second period, we got 43 points, while the Phoenix Suns, they scored 24 points. So yeah, I mean, a lot more points for the Bucks in the second period. So they made a strong comeback for the second period this time around. Okay, in the third period, we got 36 points in the first period for the Bucks, while the Suns, they only scored 29 points. So they scored a lot more again in the third period, the Milwaukee Bucks. And at the end, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 23 points, while the Suns, they scored more points with 29. 6 more points for the Suns. But the victory goes to the Milwaukee Bucks with 123 points. And the Suns, they only scored 119 points. Yeah, that game is so much fun to watch. Much better than the last games we got before game 5. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, now let's get into the final game, game 6. And I thought it wouldn't be the last one till game 7. And I thought that the Suns would win this time, but that's not the case, and here's why. In the first period, we got the Bucks scoring 29 points, while the Suns, they only scored 16 points. So 13 more points for the Bucks. In the second period, the Bucks fell down with 13 points in total on the second period, while the Suns, they scored a lot more with 31 points. So the Suns made a huge comeback this time for the second period. I mean, it is upside down. Okay, in the third period, we got the Bucks scoring 35 points, while the Suns, they only scored 30 points. So 5 more points for the Bucks. And now the last period, in the last game, we got the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 28 points, while the Suns, they only scored 21 points, with 7 more points for the Bucks. So that means for the first time ever in 50 years, the Milwaukee Bucks just won their second title since 5 decades. And it's about time. I mean, why not giving them a chance? I mean, they totally deserve it. They totally deserve it. I mean, after the droughts that they had, and after years and decades of struggling to get their second title, it is about time that the Milwaukee Bucks won for the first time ever. Also, they finally broke the dear curse that they had for struggling years of winning the second title. And the first title they ever gotten, it was back in 1971. They haven't got their championship ever since, until now. Exactly 50 years. That is crazy though. They totally deserve it for their hard work. I mean, congrats to the Milwaukee Bucks, congrats to Giannis, congrats to the team, congrats to the coach, and congrats to all the fans who have not given up hope for the Bucks. So that means if the Milwaukee Bucks can win, also the other teams can, that are not the Lakers or the Cavaliers. I mean, why not give a chance to a team that was struggling for years or decades? I mean, I saw the Atlanta Hawks almost getting to the finals, but they couldn't. So hopefully next year the Hawks can make it in. I mean, why not? At first I thought that the Suns were gonna win this championship since the Bucks weren't that good for the last years, but we've been proven wrong this time around. And I'm glad that it is in the opposite way. So yeah, I mean, the Bucks were lucky this time around. I mean, it looked very easy for the Phoenix Suns at first, because they got 2 wins straight, and then the Bucks, they just were winning straight. And there you go. I mean, they finally broke the deer curse. And you know, the Phoenix Suns don't have Steve Nash anymore, so it is what it is. As you guys can see, that the Bucks were tougher for this year. So what do I thought about the NBA Finals of 2021? I thought it was better than last year, not gonna lie. I mean, I thought it was very good, a lot better than last year, but that's just my opinion though. What else can I say? I really did enjoy it. I thought it was fun to watch. In my opinion, better than last year, like I was saying. So there you have it. That is my review and thoughts of NBA Finals 2021. And before we go, I want to say thank you so much for all of your support. I just reached more than 400 subs. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the support for all these years. And I'm almost at 500 subs. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come for you guys to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and a like button below. And comment in the section below, what do you guys think about the NBA Finals 2021? Did you enjoy it or not? It is your choice. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Peace. Just like that.